In this video, I want to share with you what's been happening to my Airbnb. Since travel is down, people aren't traveling as much, and they predict for the holidays it's going to be a lot less travel too. People are confined. They want to get out and do some more partying. So these parties are leaving me in a very interesting situation because I don't want them to keep tearing my property up, right? The neighbors are complaining. Now we got a letter from the HOA. So I want to just share with you what's happening to my Airbnb so you know what's coming forward if you're interested in either getting into Airbnb or you have your own Airbnb short-term rental. Let's go. Greetings, class. This is Chris Haskins with therealestateroundup.com. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. In doing that, I'm having a good time documenting what we're doing in business, flipping houses, wholesaling, lease options, subject to owner finance, all that stuff. But today we're going to talk about short-term rentals. I'm getting killed, y'all. I'm getting killed. So let me share with you. Let's get right to the numbers, right? So what's happening to me? When the COVID virus hit, I got massacred, right? There was no traveling. Let's say March, April, May 2020. I'm going to bring up this little scale here. But round up, you saw things picked up June, July, August, September. Okay, we were at $4,000 in July, August $3,500, September right around $2,500. Now keep in mind that this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhouse. Okay, so if you've got more bedrooms, you can make more money, right? But let me share with you what's happening in October. Why is this happening to me? And this is not because I'm choosing, this is because I'm actually choosing not to rent to certain people. So let's look at the numbers on regarding travel. So what I pull these numbers up. CNBC says that over the next few months, holiday travel is going to be down 16% from last year and another 35% for Christmas, right? So for us, the bulk of our income comes from people coming out of town for the holidays in November, December, and to the new year and beyond, right? But what's crazy is I'm having a problem just here lately, right? I got a notice from our HOA to kind of tell me what's going on with the property here. Let's read this letter together from the HOA where my unit is. And notice this is noise complaint number 3. Dear owner, we are writing on behalf of the board of directors of the Selden Village Townhouse Owners Association. It has been reported to management that someone from your unit had a party last night and was very loud, disturbed your neighbors, and the EMTs were called to your home. That is so embarrassing, right? Please be advised that the rules and regulations, number 1 of the association state, 1. Disturbing noises. No homeowner or resident at any time shall make or be permitted to make any disturbing noises or any act which will unreasonably interfere with the rights, comforts, or conveniences of any resident. B. Loud, disturbing noises from units or vehicles included but not limited to loud stereos, continuous revving of engines, vehicle alarms, and instruments such as drums, guitars, and horns is strictly prohibited. C. Abusive language will not be tolerated in the common areas. And I'm cool with that. And I don't like to have any of this stuff around me either. Now, as I continue with this training, if you're interested in learning more about how this Airbnb thing works, we put a video right up here for you. I got about a whole playlist, right, of videos walking you through setting up your Airbnb and how to stage it and all that stuff, right? So I'm not necessarily mad at Airbnb. I just want you to know what you're walking into if you get into Airbnb right now. So what's the main problem we're dealing with here? And let me tell you, recently, we had to call the police over there, Roundup. We had to call the police to get the party people out of the property. And the good thing about our municipality is Airbnbs are enforceable for immediate evictions, right? So it falls under the criminal. So I don't have to worry about civil. The police came, escorted them out immediately. I don't know if that's what you have in your town, but we have it here. So with these parties, since people aren't traveling, Roundup, what's happening? They're traveling less. What's happening? They're cooped up in the house. They want to get out for a night on the town, but they don't want to go out to a public place. So they want to rent my place, tear it all up to hell, and then go back home, right? That's what's happening. They want to come to my house, have the drinking and the drugging and the sex and then the partying, right? Music. Because my neighbor has one of those ring things. I've seen what goes on here. And for all you strippers out there, I'm not mad at the strippers. Round up. I'm not mad at you if you're stripping to pay your bills. Just don't come holler don't holler at me to be the host. I haven't figured out how we're going to combat this yet, but let me show you what people are doing, right? Generally speaking, someone would book my Airbnb a week, 2, 3, a month out in advance. So they have planned for their vacation, right? But here's Brian. Let's take a look at Brian. So the request came in on the 16th. You have a reservation request. First red flag. He wants to stay October 17th. Okay. Now I want you to look down here right below. It says 0 reviews. 0 reviews. And he lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. Brian, how are you traveling here one day? You got, let me see. Does it tell me how many people you got? I think he has. Yeah. 5 guests have gotten together today and they want to be in Hampton, Virginia, because I'm in Hampton, small town. Doesn't kind of make sense to me. Why are you going to plan a trip today, want to stay with 5 people tomorrow in Hampton? Sounds fishy. So let me tell you what I found out what they do. They get somebody out of town to book the Airbnb so they're not on the hook for the reservation, right? Or they'll get somebody that's not even staying there, that's local. So what happened was I had a party one time. I called them up. I'm like, hey, you having a party? We don't allow parties. The lady told me, man, I'm not even there. I'm not even staying there. I just booked it for a friend. So what they're doing Roundup is they're getting someone else to book the unit. So the liability is not on the actual person that's there, right? So you're just going to get yourself in a mess dealing with this. So Brian had 0 reviews, and that's going to be from now on a red flag. And if we look back at my bookings, right? This is by design for me. October, we're only making $700 because I've turned down, let's see. So Brian, I'm going to go through, I think my last 7 requests. I had to actually turn down Instabook. So generally speaking, we would let people just book and come and stay without me having to approve it. Now Roundup, I had to set the parameters on my listing to where I have to approve every reservation, right? Because I don't know if you're going to come have a party or not. So let's look at some of the other reservations that came in that I had to deny. This is what people are doing. Let's look at Amy here. Let's see what Amy. Hey, Kris, my family's coming to town to see me for this wonderful, to see this wonderful place. Very nice. We're clean people. Very nice. Thank you, Amy. So we got 3 guests here, right? 3 guests. Now she has 3 reviews. So my business is we said, well, I'm letting her know I can't allow any parties. So the next thing her email says, can you cancel my bookings? My husband changed his schedule to visit me. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but we're not allowing parties, right? So this is one that I had to cancel that one. So let's look at our next reservation. Nancy, 5 guests one night. Here's once again, same day these people are coming in, October 16th. And look when they want to stay, October 17th, the next day, right? How many people? 5 guests. Let's see, do we know where she's coming from? I don't know where she's coming from, but if you see here on the right side, 0 reviews Roundup, no reviews. I'm nervous about that. No one has ever reviewed where that you're staying. Let's see, Raven. So she was the day before. Raven, I'm looking for somewhere to stay for an unexpected trip that I'll be taking tomorrow. I was wondering if you were open to negotiating your price for a weekend stay. Here, once again, no reviews. Raven, you got no reviews, Roundup. I mean, I could go on and on. We got another one here. Stephanie, 5 guests one night. Stephanie, hi, I'm visiting for my birthday. Just want a nice place to relax and enjoy. Can you accommodate? Let's see where Stephanie was traveling from. Now, Roundup, here's the thing. If you were in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and you want to stay in my place the next day, how in the hell are you going to book something coming? Now, it could be. Roundup, you coming from, I don't know, what's that, 7 hours of drive time? You didn't know you were coming to Hampton a few days ago? Very fishy. So what I found is, once again, people out of state book it for the people that live in state to tear your house up. So How are we going? What am I doing now? Screening tenants. I am literally every person that wants to stay in the Airbnb, I'm having to screen them with the things that you just saw right there. Reviews. If you got no reviews, Roundup, don't even try to stay in my place. I need to know where you're coming from. Have you ever had a positive review somewhere? I had one time read a review where the previous host had to call the police on the people, right? And where are you coming from? What's your origin of travel? Roundup, if you're coming from Philly and you want to stay in my place tomorrow, I don't know. Sounds a little fishy, right? And I would like to hear from you, Roundup. What do you think, or what would you recommend, or how would you handle the situation? Because it's killing my money. It's killing me. I've turned down the last 6 reservations that applied to stay here, right? So I have nobody staying in the apartment. If you look back at the numbers here, Roundup, I have 0 reservations for November and 0 for December, right? So it's very sobering to think that you have a place open to stay, but the people that come in, they tear it up, leaving bottles. I mean, Hennessy bottles, vodka bottles. They're doing hair in there. They're clogging up I can deal with the hair, but you're bothering the neighbors. So this is what you're going to have to deal with if you're going to get into Airbnb now. Not a lot of travel. People in the homes, everybody wants to get out, do a little bit of partying. So just keep that in mind. If you have an HOA, you're going to have to worry about the neighbors. If you have a private house, still got to worry about the neighbors, but you might not have an HOA, so that's a good thing. So Roundup, I'd like to know in the comments below, how would you handle this situation? What would you do differently? Would you charge them more of a deposit? Would you charge them a party fee? I'm not sure. Matter of fact, we are still working this out, so I'm literally would like to know how you would handle this thing, okay? Listen, if I brought any value to your life, make sure you take a second to subscribe to our channel as we pass 62,000 subscribers and we're at 5.2 million views. Thank you so much for supporting. Share this content with any other investors or landlords that are interested in getting into the Airbnb or the short-term rental business, because they need to know. They need to know, especially now as we approach the holidays, people aren't traveling. Scary stuff here. Okay, Roundup, this is Kris Haskins. I'll see you on the next video, and look out for the scary special for Halloween. I'll see you soon. Peace.